In parts 1 and 2, we learned how Anita started the Canada-based organisation Toronto Pig Save by holding vigils at a slaughterhouse near her home, and how the Animal Save movement has spread to over 1,000 groups holding vigils worldwide. The primary purpose is to bear witness to the animals before they are slaughtered and provide them with water and comfort. The Animal Save movement is based on a loving approach that is inclusive of all people and animals. Its philosophy also includes saving the Earth from climate change.
Leo Tolstoy said, "When we wish to harm others, we really do evil to ourselves." And I think the way we have harmed animals, it's now clear that that is going to lead to the destruction of the planet through climate chaos. So we should have always done the right thing for the animals. But now the writing is on the walls. It's saying, like, if you don't do the right thing and stop animal agriculture, you will destroy the planet through climate chaos. I just think that what Leo Tolstoy said, it's so amazing, because like, you cannot live on the planet and treat other living beings in a horrendous way without having repercussions. And now it's so obvious because of the climate crisis. I think ending animal agriculture is something that absolutely needs to take place in the 2020s. But how do we just make this popular narrative so that everyone understands, when you see a forest, that is something precious and that we need more forests? And that when you see a soy field, that is the recipe for the destruction of the planet. How do we change those soy fields and cornfields that are used for animal feed into forests? So whenever I drive in the country in Ontario or any country of the world, and you see monocultures of soy and corn for animal feed, what you're looking at is the destruction of the planet. Like, not just the destruction of the planet, the destruction of life on the planet. Like, it's an existential threat. Something so simple, those fields of soy for animal feed. So my appeal to you is, like, how do we tell this narrative that what we need to do to save the planet? And basically there are 2 steps to saving the planet. End animal agriculture, and then reforest the earth. This year, 2020, is crucial. This decade is basically the decade where we decide whether we're going to survive as a planet or not. It's basically the decade where we're going to decide whether life on the planet survives or not.
The Amazon rainforest, considered the lungs of the earth, is being raised at a frighteningly rapid pace for animal livestock raising. Fires are purposely set to clear land, and sometimes then cause wildfires that wipe out even more trees and wildlife. In Brazil alone, the first 7 months of 2020 saw a devastating loss of 13,000 square kilometers of Amazon rainforest, an area 8 times the size of London, UK.
The Amazon rainforest is being destroyed by animal agriculture to grow animal feed like soy, and that's exported for animal feed in Europe and China. And the animal feed is used for pigs, cows, and chickens, and fish. It's also burnt so that it could create land for grazing. And the forests are what, in the end, will save our planet. So we have to reforest the earth. And right now, the opposite is happening. The world is being deforested because of animal agriculture. We have to end animal agriculture, and then we have to reforest the earth and tackle the idea of private property and selfishness, and say the forests are something that are for the survival of the whole planet. You know, when you see the beautiful Amazon forest, it's not private property, it's like the global commons.
We will pause now for a constructive message. We'll be right back with more from our interview with Dr. Anita Krajnc. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Dr. Anita Krajnc, Vegan and the Animal Save Movement, Part 3 of 3 on Supreme Master Television.
You have to look at the opportunity costs over the last century. We have totally changed the land use of this planet because of animal agriculture. Hundreds of years ago, our planet was covered with forests. We have now deforested the planet so that we can grow animal feed and have grazing for animals. We have to now return to the world the way it was 100, 200 years ago and reforest the earth. And the only way we can do that is by stopping and ending animal agriculture. 10 years ago, it looked like this was a very big project, but now I think people understand the urgency of it. There always was urgency with respect to the animals, but now there's another layer of urgency, which is the very survival of our planet because of the climate crisis.
The animal livestock industry needs to end as soon as possible. Dr. Krajnc sees the immediate need for initiatives to help industry farmers adopt vegetable farming or enter other professions that are beneficial to our planet's environment.
I think it's important for governments to promote a just transition in our society so that we can close down animal agriculture facilities and create plant-based ones. So the most powerful actor in our current world in human affairs is our governments at this point. And I think they have a responsibility to end animal agriculture subsidies and to put money towards a just transition. One way to get there is for grassroots groups to start showing examples of that, to give them something to look at. And I think there's, Renee from Rowdy Girl Sanctuary has a ranchers assistance program where ranchers who have cows who become vegan or know that it's the right thing to be vegan and then don't want to be in the industry anymore. And so, that ranchers assistance programs assist them to transition to plant-based farming and to reforest some of the land that they have. So that's an example that, you can then show to governments and say, this is what they should be supporting. And there are some initiatives in different countries like this already. So I think in the Netherlands, there's some incentive programs for dairy farmers to quit dairy farming. So that's the kind of thing that we need to see because, it's a question of survival.
Anita also has a very clear idea of how to help people embrace veganism.
I think the most powerful way to switch to a vegan diet is to help people become activists. Once your friends and family become activists, they will then promote others to become vegan and activists. So I think we have to follow in the footsteps of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. So what they did in their struggles for equality was they built a mass-based grassroots movement. It's no different for animal rights.
Our appreciation goes to Dr. Anita Krajnc and the vigil teams across the globe for raising the public's awareness of the tremendous suffering of animals raised for food, and that the cruelty-free lifestyle is humanity's future. May your loving and compassionate actions quickly change people's hearts and further speed us toward a peaceful vegan world. Supreme Master Ching Hai gratefully present Dr. Anita Krajnc with the Shining World Compassion Award, with a humble, loving gift of $15,000 towards your noble organizations, Toronto Pig Save and the Animal Save movement. Lots of love, praises and prayers for your safety and success in God's mercy. Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love towards His precious children. For more information about Dr. Anita Krajnc and the Animal Save movement, please visit thesavemovement.org and torontopigsave.org.